Data and artificial intelligence are at the forefront of the fourth industrial revolution, transforming various sectors of the global economy and driving inclusive growth. How does Africa fit into this picture? Well, BlueChip Technologies say they are reimagining the strategies needed to unleash the power of data and AI in Nigeria today and the future. Hello there and welcome to this focus on the inaugural BlueChip Technologies Data and AI Summit in Lagos. I'm David. Disruptors and budding talents troop in for the first of many outings to come as BlueChip Technologies brings together thought leaders and investors to discuss how we work, live and solve problems. A welcome address gets the ball rolling with an introduction of BlueChip Technologies offerings, leveraging innovation, diversity and inclusion.
The big goal is by 2027, we want to be a $250 million revenue company. We want to productize all our core services and have 40% of our workforce as women, and our services grow from there. Our key pillars are data and AI services, of course, that's why you are here, and application services to surround that. Under data and AI, obviously, you find us working with many legacy customers to move them from typical to now modern database workloads, building key business intelligence platforms. And then on the application services side, we have some of our key products and our key tools that have come up from this. Infrastructure services, we built out a key team that worked with several customers in providing the key infrastructure that this our solution run on.
A keynote address gives some insight into the future of big data and unpacks the trends and predictions.
There's going to be a shift, on how we look at analytics. We're going to come to a point where AI will drive our analytics, and that's what we call the prescriptive analytics as well. And finally, edge computing. What that simply means is, at the moment, the people that create data will have that quickly accessible, and not just that alone, the processing of data will be quite quick as well.
With the atmosphere set for more engagements, panel sessions provide perspective and lessons from successful companies in building a modern big data platform.
So most big data solutions, run on distributed architecture. In many cases, you have a house shared nothing. That is, each of you in the cluster are quite independent, and we share data with. Now, but the world is now involved. We point that you can share something to simplify the complexity of having so much storage across different servers. So basically, the real groundwork, for ability to be able to process petabyte of data, in milliseconds, different type of data, whether it's structured or unstructured, trying to ensure for volume and for veracity is that your base, storage will be such that it's distributed.
What determines value in the eyes of a consumer at any point in time, it's not given. You have to understand the share of the market and the style in which you're going to play in that market. And that is exactly what has taken us to the Ambition 2025, where we understand right now that the value that we need to start providing for the end user, we need to change it drastically, or we get ready to just live down pipe. And that's why we're working on that ambition, where we're looking beyond providing just the basic telco services in which we use before, which is just call and data services.
Another round of talks explore data science skills for the future while acknowledging the need to bridge current talent gaps for increased impact.
Data skills are divided into two. You need attributes of the foundational skills. Foundational skills. Mathematics. Mathematics. Algebra. Loose linear algebra. Calculus. mathematical analysis team. And that's why you see people in numeric scientists, hacking reports, and data science. Next one is, after that, another financial skill is statistics. Statistical theories, science, probability, and analytics, judgment, analysis, that all those ways. You need to really have that foundational knowledge. Other skills that you need as data scientists, you must be able to code. The former language is actually Python, very effective and a skill in this field. And then they're now going to advanced areas like machine learning, deep learning, and then lots machine learning up to whatever you need to actually put it in. The non-technical skill, which is actually the most investment of everything by doing. The more we have, we have to have formulated solving state. There's a level called data fluency, which is the ability to apply the fundamentals to solve problems. And that for me, that's solution consciousness. That to find the intersection between coding and adding, between coding and method, such that we're able to solve tangible products that really make it very relatable. For me, making that leap from just understanding data to doing data. Doing data means I understand the problem, I understand the content. Your construct of domain knowledge is one of the mysteries.
This year's hackathon focused on employee attrition prediction, with the top 10 finalists developing predictive models that provide insights into employee retention, identify patterns, and contribute to strategic talent management. Eniola Olaleye, a data scientist, emerged overall winner.
The key to winning this particular challenge was encoding some of the categorical variables that was provided to us. So like I would tell my people, first of all, if you are participating in an hackathon to solve problem, you need to understand the domain knowledge. So first of all, I had to go and do some research and understand the key insight about attrition. So I use that domain knowledge to build features that will be able to predict the attrition properly.
The hackathon will be quite interesting next year because we will have multiple use cases. This time around, we had churn prediction. The problems we have as a people is beyond people just leaving our businesses. We will look at things around government. We will look at things around health, things around agriculture. These are things we have to consider. We want to see this relate more with people. So we don't want only the enterprises. We work for most of the biggest banks and telecoms organizations. But how about some other space that we have within there outside of these two folds?
Breakout sessions then narrowed down on how to democratize data and AI, engineering in the cloud, predictive and customer analytics, and much more. A fireside chat on SME highlights use cases, nuances, and opportunities within the B2B space.
B2B, you want to make money so you can grow your company as a startup. One of the easiest things you can do is identify enterprises, businesses, the business itself, or businesses that that provide solutions to this business, like a BlueChip, and you have a solution, present it to them, sell it to them, and see how they can use that to help their clients, or how their clients themselves can benefit from technologies from startups. Startups make more money. The companies probably spend less, but increase their productivity. Win-win. That's what we are talking about. And B2C, how can we efficiently deliver services, products to consumers, end users, cheaper, efficiently?
To accelerate the wins across the tech ecosystem, women are encouraged to play bigger.
There's so many opportunities in the tech ecosystem that women need to embrace. It would be fantastic if we look into that.
To train the next crop of disruptors and change makers, Primo Academy have put together an offer which they say is a tailored curriculum to ensure industry excellence.
We've trained for Guarantee Trust Bank almost about 10. We've had 10 sets in Guarantee, 2 sets in EcoBank. We've done even in Sierra Leone, trying to make sure that people can learn. One of the African countries said to me, we want to make our country the India of Africa. And that becomes very interesting, right? Because if you were able to train And so we'll be going to that country to train a lot of people in there and see what we can.
The management of BlueChip Technologies say keying into Nigeria's national strategic blueprint for the digital economy provides insight into the outlook for the tech ecosystem.
In 2014, BlueChip took out some profit taking from BlueChip to set up LeadPath as a seed fund to start backing out startups. We started that out for about 4 or 5 years, and then in 2021, we set up Voltron Capital to back even more innovators. And so we've been privileged to back some of the biggest startups in this community. And it's all about backing the right talent, right? You back the right talent, they solve a problem, they employ people, they train people, those same people find out new opportunities, and then you back them again, and it becomes a vicious cycle. And that's how economies grow. And that's how the digital footprint in different industries become built and strengthened. So investment, which again is one of the key pillars in the strategic blueprint of the Honorable Minister, is also what we are then keying into, right? So innovation, entrepreneurship, and capital, knowledge, it all comes together to build that vibrant digital economy that we seek.
We begin to think of infrastructure. There are so many dimensions to it. First dimension is the traditional thought around infrastructure is the hardware side of things. But there's a lot of investment that will go into cloud. So we're going to have so many data centers locate themselves in Nigeria. Nigeria is too big a country with the volume of people in Nigeria, the total population of Nigeria, the total investment, that the opportunities are huge for people to make investments. So clearly and the cloud is future. And because cloud is the future, people then have to make significant investments in data centers that will warehouse us, and then so that the issue of data sovereignty can go away.
With presence in 8 African countries and targets of expanding its footprints, BlueChip Technologies are aiming to become a pan-African systems integrator.
Our big aim is to be a pan-African systems integrator with revenues of $250 million by 2027. We've set that high goal, and I think it's achievable for a company started out by Nigeria and by Africans to scale across Africa. We don't have to wait for folks from other continents to do that. We can do it as Africans and scale out our key products and our key services across the continent. So that's what you'll be seeing, a lot of Pan-African expansion, and then become a net exporter of talents even to other markets.
The climax of the summit reiterates BlueChip Technologies' commitment to supporting growth across the tech ecosystem in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. This brings us to the end of this focus on the maiden edition of BlueChip Technologies Data and AI Summit in Lagos. Many thanks for watching. I'm David Alabi.